Words לעילוי נשמת דוד חי בן מזל.
דוד בן חפצי.
וגם דוד בן
חפצי.
חנה בת אסתר. We know that there's 39 melachot on Shabbat that it's asur to do. Lametet melachot. One of the melachot that it's asur to do on Shabbat is melechet tochen. Tochen means to grind. It's asur to grind. So obviously in the Mishkan they used to grind samamanim. They used to make the dyes for the yiriot, for the drapes of the Mishkan, and they used to grind the dyes, cook them, and then put in the wool and dye the wool. So obviously we don't do that today. So how does this melacha apply to us day to day on Shabbat? Melacha is that if let's say someone wants to cut salad very thin, Israelis like to cut salad, they call it Israeli salad, and they cut it very, very thin. Is there a problem to do that on Shabbat? Tochen, or is that a problem? Does tochen mean only when I grind something and I make it like powder? Or is tochen even when I make something very thin? Says the Shulchan Aruch in Siman Shin Chav Aleph, Siv Yud Bet, Hamchatech hayerek dak dak, chayav mishum tochen. If a person cuts and slices a salad very, very thin, the halacha is that it's asur because of the melacha of tochen. So you're going to tell me, what do you mean? I see many people doing this on Shabbat. What's the answer to that question? Answer is that we find a halacha by isur borer. Borer means when you're taking out something good from what you don't want. Let's say, for example, I have a salad mixed up with onions and tomatoes and lettuce. I don't like the onions. Can I take out the onions from the mixture of the salad? Answer is no, because I don't like it. But let's say I specifically want the onion, or I specifically want the tomato. So I can take it out. But there's a condition. The condition is if I'm going to eat it right away. Le'altar. In Hebrew it's called le'altar. Le'altar means right away. What's right away mean? Within that seudah. Doesn't have to be within the minute I take it out. I take it out, put it on my plate, I'm eating it within the meal, it's allowed. The halakha says that the same thing that applies to borer, when you're allowed to take it out and eat it right away, the same thing applies to tochen. That if I want to chop up something very thin, and I want to eat it right away, it's allowed. I'm allowed to eat it. I'm allowed to do it, and I can I can make that Israeli salad right away. Now, let's say the wife wants to prepare the meal before the husband comes home. So it's going to take a while. So the halakha says that if you're preparing it during the meal, if she's preparing it during the meal, so even if the meal goes on for 5 hours, it's considered right away. Because that meal is called right away. I'm preparing it for now, for this meal. That's called right away. But if I'm preparing it beforehand, the man is coming out of shul at 12 o'clock, and she wants to prepare at 9 o'clock, halakha is that it's asur. A lady wants to make a salad at 9 o'clock and chop it very thin, she's not allowed. She has to wait till samuch, within an hour from when the husband is coming home from shul. Within the hour that the husband is coming home from shul, unless she's making it big. A lot of times people cut the tomatoes and the cucumbers big. That's not an issue. The whole issue is when you're cutting it very, very thin. Now, when you cut on a cutting board, this is extra, cherry on top. You're cutting on a cutting board. Sometimes you cut on a cutting board and it makes little like wooden, it makes like a little dent. Yeah. Is that a problem according to halakha or not? So the halakha is that anybody makes a ditch on Shabbat is chayav. It's halakha, asur mishum boneh. If you do it in your house, it's asur mishum boneh. It's like you're building something. So now you're going to tell me I'm making like creases and ditch in the cutting board. Is that allowed or is that a problem? Halakha is it's allowed. It's not a problem. Why? Because halakha is that something that's mikalkel, something not a mikalkel, if I do a melacha and it's destruction instead of building, that's patur. I mean, if you rip something, right, and I destroy a beged, what's halakha? Even though one of the isur melachot on Shabbat is korea, but that's only if I'm doing it to be mitaken, to fix. If I'm cutting and I'm messing it up, that's isur derabanan. So when I cut something, I cut the cutting board, do I want it to be cut? I don't want it to be cut. So it's mikalkel, it's a kilkul. I'd rather be nice. Mikalkel. Mikalkel is asur midrabanan. So how is this mutar? Because over here it's lo nichale. I don't care about it. So it's called psik reshe. The lo nichale. It's going to happen, but I don't care about it. And isur derabanan, therefore it's mutar. So we learn two halachot today. Number one is that if a person wants to cut a salad, he has to make sure that it's big. The tomatoes or the cucumbers, whatever it is, has to be big. If he wants to cut it small, then he has to do it close to the seudah. samuch la-seuda, within the hour of the seuda. If it's during the seuda, then he has, as long as the seuda is nimshach. From 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock, they have a long day with guests and everything, that's fine. That's halakha number 1. Halakha number 2 is that cutting on the cutting board, even if it's going to make creases, it's mutar. Why? Because it's called psik resheh. It's going to happen for sure, but I don't care about it. On an isud rabbanan, halakha says that's mutar. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen.